This week we bring you all the news from Apple's latest special event, chat a little bit about the most recent Windows update, and talk about the closure of ISO Hunt. Welcome to Exploring Tech. This episode of Exploring Tech is brought to you by Deal Extreme, with hundreds of products at insanely good prices and with worldwide free shipping. If you need a gadget, a gizmo, or just something cool, head to Deal Extreme via mulliganmedia.net/DX. G'day, welcome to Exploring Tech. I'm Dominic Mulligan. This week, Apple held a special event where they announced a number of new products and gave us some more information on some previously announced ones. The dustbin-esque Mac Pro will be launching in early December. The new Mac Pro gives us twice the specs of the old one with an Intel Xeon E5 processor, up to 64GB of RAM, 2 AMD FirePro graphics chips with 6GB of dedicated memory, and up to 1TB of solid-state storage. There's 6 Thunderbolt ports on the back, as well as 4 USB 3.0 ports, dual gigabit Ethernet and HDMI out. The base model clocks in at just under $3,000 with a 3.7 GHz quad-core processor, 12GB of RAM and a 256GB SSD. $1,000 more gives you 2 more cores, upgraded graphics and 16GB of RAM. New MacBook Pros were on display, 13 and 15-inch models that are not only faster and lighter but also cost slightly less. They are available immediately. And both of these computers will ship with OS X Mavericks, which was announced back in June, but if you're not getting a new computer, you don't have to wait or buy it. Although updates to OS X haven't been particularly expensive in the past, they've recently been around about $30. This latest update is fairly major and available right now from the App Store for free. Still, you might want to hold off from that upgrade until at least one minor upgrade has been released. Some users are reporting a couple of bugs and some general slowdown. Also announced were some more software updates in the form of new versions of iLife and iWork. The big news though was more iPads. There's now an iPad mini with a Retina display, which when it ships sometime in November will come spec'd out with a 2048 by 1536 screen and a 64-bit A7 chip. To compensate for the new internals, there's been a slight bump in price, but the old mini is still on sale. The full-size iPad also got a major update, a few millimeters thinner, almost half a pound lighter, and also bearing the new A7 chip. The iPad Air will start shipping November 1st. It's priced $100 above the current iPad 2, which surprisingly is still on sale despite being almost 3 years old. Microsoft has released the latest version of their Windows operating system. The Windows 8.1 update is now available for free to Windows 8 users through the Windows Store. The update is designed to address a number of issues that many people had with the original Windows 8 release. The new update includes a number of features and app upgrades, as well as marking the reintroduction of the Start button. Still, desktop users might be left feeling slightly underwhelmed. The Verge has a fantastic write-up of all of the new features, and we've linked it in the description. Still, although Microsoft says the update should be relatively painless, a small number of Surface RT, now just called Surface users, have had their devices bricked upon updating. Although it's only around about 0.1%, the Windows RT 8.1 update has been pulled from the store, and Microsoft have released recovery instructions for those affected, which we've also linked in the description. Torrent site ISO Hunt shut down earlier this week following a settlement with the MPAA. Although the terms of the agreement gave ISO Hunt 7 days to close, it heard word that Archive Team, a collection of internet archivists, were planning to copy the site, and they pulled it down prematurely. Although many of the site's torrent files are available elsewhere, Archive Team was mostly concerned with saving thousands of comments and other metadata that the site held. Apparently 250 gigabytes of data was reportedly saved before the closure, but it's far from the entire picture. Until next week, I've been Dominic Mulligan, and this has been Exploring Tech. Remember, you can keep up to date all across the social media by visiting us on Facebook and Twitter, where we will be reporting all of the latest news in tech. Until next week, I've been Dominic Mulligan. See ya.